Hello, everyone. Today I would like to give you a few little tips for all those parents out there struggling at the moment or juggling far too many balls: work, homeschooling, meals, children entertainer, siblings fight. I don't like, I'm bored, I want to do, I want to watch, I don't understand. And it is hard and it is difficult and it's very, very easily done that all of a sudden we feel super overwhelmed, super stressed, and we just go boom and we explode and we start yelling and we start shouting and children are crying. And then we pause for a moment. There is that moment of peace and you feel a bit like, oh, I feel rubbish. I shouldn't have shouted. I shouldn't have said what I said. And then we try to concentrate at work and we can't concentrate because in the back of our head, we're playing up that scenario. We're playing up, we're ruminating what we did, what we said. So when you feel triggered, when you feel that you're out of sorts, when you feel that you're about to explode, when you feel you're going to open your mouth and say something that you don't really want to say and you know it's going to be detrimental and you know it's not going to sort it out, pause. Pause. Imagine you've got a remote control in your hand, press the pause button. Pause for a moment, take a deep breath in if you can. If you cannot, notice your breath. Okay, it takes a few seconds just to ground yourself in that manner. And then you might want to say something in your head along the lines of, this is not an emergency, because truly it's not an emergency. And I often say, it's not an emergency for us to jump in straight away. We can pause for a moment and have a better look at the situation. So it's up to us to respond to what we have in front as opposed to react and join in their chaos. So let's pause for a moment and say something in your heads along the lines, like I said, this is not an emergency. I don't have to react. I just need a few more moments. And then name what you feel, name what you're feeling at that moment. You might see them fighting each other. You might see your children being very upset. You might see that they're bored and therefore are behaving in a manner that you don't want them to behave, or they might be jumping on sofas, or they might be doing whatever they're doing. Name what you feel. I feel triggered. I am triggered. I'm frustrated. I am so angry. I am furious. I'm stressed. I'm sad. I am overwhelmed. And then pause again and acknowledge that it's a moment of pain. What you're going through is a moment of suffering. Acknowledge that. Give yourself that little self-compassion. Say, you know what, Olga, this is a moment of suffering. This is a moment of pain. This is a moment of a struggle. I am out of sorts in here. And then give yourself what you need. Ask yourself, what do I need right now? What do I need right now? I need a hug. I hug myself. Do I need to turn my side from what I'm seeing by about 5 minutes and compose myself and then address it? They're safe. They might be shouting at each other. They might be saying not nice things at each other. I am going to go there and I am going to intervene, but I want to intervene from a perspective of not a judge in here judging you're right and you're wrong and you're going to be punished, but from just being that person that takes an independent, separate view of what is going on, and change the lens. Change that lens and say, in that particular moment in time, my children or my child is struggling, my child is stressed, my child is lonely, is upset, is bored, my child needs my connection. And then go and connect with the child. From that new perspective, with that new lens, go and connect with the child. Go and approach the child and say, hey, you know what? It looks to me like you're really bored and you could do with something to stimulate your senses. Or it seems like your brother or your sister has done something that, you don't approve of, and it's hurt your feelings. Or it looks like you're really stressed about your work, your schoolwork, and you don't know how to get on with it. And then try and problem solve with them. It takes a bit longer to do it this way, but in the long run, it takes sure that it takes less time than just exploding and going, oh, you know, what are you doing? You go to your room, you go to your room. Why? Because the children are going to be upset. You're going to be upset. It's going to take you longer to concentrate. It's going to take you longer to focus on back on your work. You're going to feel bad with yourself. You're going to be saying to yourself, oh, you know, I always do it. Why do I always do it? I shouldn't have done it. I know, we all know we shouldn't do. We all know what we shouldn't do, or we should do. But sometimes we just get triggered. So just pausing for a moment and naming what you're feeling, saying in your head, this is not an emergency, or I'm not going to react, I want to respond. Pausing for a moment and saying, this is a moment of suffering, I am struggling in here. Is that self-compassion? Then a little bit of self-kindness. What do I need? Do I need to and then change the lens and connect with your child to problem solve? What can we do? It looks like I've noticed that. What can we do? I hope this helps. I hope you're all well, and I hope the struggles are not too bad. Just hang in there. Things will get better. Let's try and have more harmonious interactions. Don't leave me a comment if you wish. Goodbye now.